It's so funny,
Yeah.
before you go to the second
Yeah.
sign, that was when I got in a committed relationship with Martha. We were dating for months and all these things, but once we agreed to be like exclusively committed to each other, I said that I have only one rule, essentially. I was like, there's nothing you can do that will upset me. Nothing. I'm sure maybe I'd get frustrated, but there's really nothing that's going to make me be like, I can't believe you did this. Maybe there's things I didn't like or whatever, but nothing to really like upset me. Unless you do one thing, and that's you don't accept me. If you try to change me for something that you don't like or whatever, and you need me to change to make you feel better, this relationship will not work. I said, there's only one thing. You have to accept me for who I am, where I'm at. And in that acceptance, you also have to know that I'm committed to my own personal healing journey for life. I'm committed to growth. I'm committed to feedback, receiving feedback. I'm committed to, investing in myself, in the different parts of me to continue to grow as a human being, spiritually, physically, mentally, psychologically. I don't know many men who are willing to do that for life or commit to it, or who've been showing up consistently. And I'm also not going to be perfect. I'm also extremely flawed. I'm also make a lot of mistakes. I also, all these things that I, know that have to improve on, right? I'm not the perfect person. I'm flawed. I have bad thoughts. I have bad moods, all these. So you're not going to get a perfect human being from this, but you can never try to change me. And the reason why is because I'm never going to try to change you. I'm always going to accept you based on my experience of you. If this is who you say you are, and I continue to see your actions match your words throughout the next 6 months, year, and so on, as long as you don't swindle me in the next few months, if this is essentially who you are, your main personality, I'm choosing to accept this personality. I know it's going to evolve. I know when you're pregnant, it'll be different. I know when it'll be different. I know there's going to be differences, but as long as you accept me for where I'm at, I'm going to accept you. And the only time that we've really had disagreements is when I feel she hasn't accepted me. And I bring it back to her. She hasn't done it in probably a year and a half. But in the first couple of years, I'd be like, I told you, have I ever been upset for you or anything? She said, no. The only time I'm going to get frustrated is if you don't accept me for something. And it doesn't mean we can't talk about it. We can talk about anything. Consciously talk about it, address it, go to therapy about it, do workshop. I don't care. We'll do all of it. But you can't try to change me. I'm going to evolve and grow on my own. And you either need to accept me as the man that you've chosen to be with, or don't be with me, because I'm not trying to change you. And she stopped doing that after like the first year and a half.
Wow.
Like it's not like she was doing it, but the only time that I would like react was when I was like, you're trying to change me. Like that's the when the bear came out a little bit. Not like I was screaming or anything, but it was more like defensive mode.
Totally.
And I was like, don't try to change me right now. It's not, it doesn't feel good to me.
Oh,
I don't care. She's done movies with like sex scenes and kissing guys, like zero frustration, jealousy, upset, zero. I have zero jealousy. And she has to like kiss guys in movies. She doesn't have to, but she has. And she's got guys all, she's a movie star. Zero jealousy. I've not once tried to check her phone. I've not once been like, who's this guy? I've zero. And I said, you're getting a man who's committed to not giving you any stress and giving you as much as I can give. Don't try to change me. And you can ask her, we're 4.5 years in. Again, I'm not 20 years deep yet, but you can ask her, has Lewis ever gotten upset at you for anything, ever, except for when you try to change him? She'll say no.
This is so fascinating because there's a frame here.
Give it
I know
to
we
me.
were talking about boundaries, and I also know we haven't finished this. So I'm
It's okay.
like,
Give it to me.
Okay. So Dr. Alexandra Solomon is fantastic, and she has this frame that she talks about around the change and accept partner.
Give it to me.
I think this is so good.
Is this the 70% rule?
No, that's the one
Okay.
that we talked about. That's the unrepairable.
Okay.
That's the part that's
The change and acceptance. What is this?
Okay.
Set this up for me.
Okay, so oftentimes, not every time in a relationship, but oftentimes in relationships, there are going to be, each of you is going to hold one side of the pole. One of you might hold, and I don't know that this is you two,
Yeah.
is going to hold the pole of change. I want to be in therapy. I want to go to the workshops. Let's read the books.
Me.
Yeah. Also me.
Also me. Yeah.
And the other partner is what she calls the acceptance partner.
Uh-huh.
And this is the partner who's like, but can't we just relax?
Yes.
can't we just like, isn't it all good the way we are now?
Yes.
Like, don't like, can't it just like, can't things be okay the way they are? They're fighting for like presence and peace and just while one's fighting for growth, the other is fighting for like the calm peace.
Yeah.
Let's just
Just relax.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Let's not face our traumas anymore. Like, come
That's
on,
right.
let's just
Yeah,
chill.
Let's just chill. Have a
Let's
good
just
time.
have fun.
Yeah, totally. Now, those two things polarize one another,
Yeah.
right? When one partner is like, let's go to therapy, and the other's like, we don't need therapy. Like when those two poles stretch, that's going to be really tough. And it happens all the time. In fact, I think it was one of the most viral videos is this video. And the most scathing comments I have ever gotten are on this video because people want to just rail the acceptance partner. Like they're lazy. They never, like they just want to go after them. Like I'm the one who's doing all the work. If it wasn't for me, we wouldn't move an inch. Nothing would get done in our relationship. And there's part that's true about that. But what needs to happen is that it's actually similar to what we were talking about earlier around the co-regulation and auto-regulation. And if you're better at co-regulating, you need to learn auto-regulating. Is they both come towards the other. The acceptance, if the acceptance partner starts to now engage the change partner in conversations that are growth oriented, asking like, what was challenging for you today? I'd love for you to talk about your innermost world, right? To a change partner, that's like swoon, like the best, right? And if the change partner says, let's get therapy this week. Why don't we just go do something fun? Let's hang out. Yeah. Then the acceptance partner's like,
I want to go to therapy. Yeah. You want to do more of it.
Yeah. They can start to depolarize. Does depolarize a word? I don't know. Yeah, anyway, one another and
just kind of relax one another, right?
Exactly. Yeah. But both sides need to, and it's not exactly what you're talking about, but it made me think of it because of the change, accept. If both sides can actually come to one another and say this, neither is right. And I will tell you right now, especially in the self-development space, the change partners think they're right. I am a change partner. I think I'm right. I have to tell you, I still think I'm right. But I will say there was one moment that I could process endlessly. This is my favorite game. Let's go to therapy process.
It's supposed to just move on.
Yeah. And my wife is very different. And so one day she comes up to me and she was like, I have to tell you, I have hit my limit. Like I have hit capacity.
I can't process anymore.
I can't process anymore. And for what she had said that before, and I heard it more from her wounding. For whatever reason, I heard this actually from the relationship's wisdom speaking. I like to think about the relationship having three poles: you, your partner, and the relationship entity itself. And that this comes from a friend and colleague, Annie Lala, who's fantastic. She's a love coach. But I love thinking about this relationship entity that has wisdom for you that's outside of either person and your individual personal preferences. Mm-hmm. So she says this, and in my head immediately I'm like, I think this is the relationship talking. Like I think she actually she's onto something here. Maybe our relationship does need more play and fun and relax. And so in that moment, I don't know what happened to me, but like the higher version of myself just said,
thank you for watching this video. If you want more inspiring clips like this, make sure to click right here to subscribe and click right here to watch that next video that is specific to support you in your life.